Hello, YouTubers. This is Ada, um, and I'm here to talk to you about another experience, not from me, because I did not live it, but from one of my cousins when she used to live in Puerto Rico. She also lives in the United States, um, actually here in Texas where I live also, but she lives south in Laredo. But this time, she was younger, she was a teenager, and she used to live in Guaynabo in a mountain with her family, my aunt, uncle, and my cousins. And they used to live in this, I should say, weird house that was three stories high. And she was outside, I think they had like only two neighbors at the very top of the mountain where they used to live. And she was with one of the neighbors, talking and, things that teenagers do. That was back then. Talking and stuff. And then that neighbor asked my cousin, well, can I stay with you tonight? She's like, okay, fine, whatever. And they decide to go they decide to go up, to her room. And my other cousin, who's the sister of my cousin that was awake still, it was around 1 or 2 in the morning. She was sleeping in the room, and they get in, trying not to turn on any lights, trying not to make loud noises or anything to wake my other cousin up. And they just sit by the bed, just, still talking very softly and all. And they used to have a lot of windows, Miami windows, but they were glass Miami windows. So even when they were closed, you could still see outside. And well, they were talking, and all of a sudden they see a very bright star in the sky. And they think it's just that a sky, but they notice that that light gets brighter and bigger, like it's moving towards them. So they think it's an airplane. And then all of a sudden that thing gets, bigger and bigger and bigger. When it gets closer, they said, oh my gosh, what is that? What is that? Let's go out. And the way the house they were living in was built, every floor, every story had like a balcony to go outside. So they got out of their bedroom to the balcony to see what was going on, and they look, up in the sky. And she says, and her neighbor says that that they see this UFO. It was not big, huge, but it was not small. It was like in between. It was hovering very quietly on top of them. That thing would not make a noise except for like a buzzing sound. Buzzing sound. And it was not circular like other people have seen UFOs that are, round. This one was in the shape of a triangle. Nothing, just stands there, hovering over their heads, very quiet. It wouldn't make any noise, and they were in shock. So they called my other cousin. They yell her name and, come here, get out, you have to see this, go ahead. And my other cousin was sleeping. She's like, just leave me alone, just let me sleep. My cousin's neighbor got so scared that she ran inside the room, from the balcony inside the room, and they had their own bathroom in the bedroom. So she locks herself in the bathroom, and she doesn't want to come out. She was very scared. But my other cousin was still looking up, and calling my other cousin, which is her sister, you need to come here, you need to come out, you got to see this. So she keeps yelling, and Mom and Dad, come, wake up, come and see this. My cousin woke up. She got out and she could not believe what she was seeing. She could not believe what she was looking at. So she also got scared and got inside the bathroom. She locked herself in the bathroom also with the other neighbor. And my aunt and uncle woke up because they heard the screams, the yelling. So they woke up to see what was going on. And they also saw, there were witnesses of the triangular shaped UFO that was hovering on top of them. She said that they were there even though they were screaming and yelling. I don't know, like maybe observing them. Nothing happened, of course. And like I said, they used to live in a very high mountain. So she said that after a few minutes of that thing hovering there, they all saw when the triangular shaped UFO went down the hill, down the cliff of the mountain, and they could not believe it. They were like, what is that? They saw the UFO go down the cliff and stay there, but they never saw the UFO coming back up. So they don't know what happened. They don't know if that thing stayed there or if there was some sort of I don't know, like a base or something underground between the rocks and the mountains. They don't know. But they said that they could not go back to sleep. They had to wait. They were awake from 2 something in the morning until 6 o'clock, sitting down in that balcony just waiting and watching, waiting for that thing to come up, and that thing never came back up. That was the only time that they saw that. They never had any other experience to see UFOs and that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, I mean, these beings exist. I'm not sure if they're really extraterrestrials. They might be intradimensional beings or demons, Nephilim, I don't know. But they're not good. Their intentions are not good. And thank God nothing happened to my cousin, my neighbor. I mean, not my neighbor, but my cousin's neighbor, my aunt and uncle, and the whole family. Very weird. So yeah, that's the experience. If you have had any experiences, very similar, very similar to what I've lived or my family has lived, in this case what my cousin lived and my aunt and uncle, feel free to comment or post a link to your video or respond with one of your videos telling of your experience. God bless you. I love you all, and until then, bye.